No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here. Right at the start.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Back to throw. Brewster. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brewster. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw again. Brewster. It's caught by Mark Ingram. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Here we go. 30 base. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Spike.
Off the play fake. Brewster sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the back, watch the back.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
You must be dreaming.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch up. 5.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Ravens 0.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill.
Back to throw. Brewster. And that is incomplete. took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, and I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Off the bootleg, Brewster. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Seven yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Banks. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 1st down, Mills. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, echo.
2nd and long. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Throwing on 1st down. Brewster. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Brewster. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This is Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Picked by Brandon Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Brewster. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Hey, Haywood.
Don't get nervous.
Mike, check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try and run. Ingram. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on, fellas.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First down, Minnesota.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. There he goes goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line. I'm scared. Kill. Who draw corkers? Kill. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, come on. Kill.
A second down carry for Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Again they run. Again it's Irvin. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter. gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Lets it fly for Thielen. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
6'6", pull it high.
Looking to throw on second down. Brewster, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Bravo!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got Snead. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Down. 10 Tucson. 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. 80 weapons.
On first down, Brewster. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
132 fighter.
To throw again. Brewster. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get that ball. Out. Get it.
To throw on third down. Brewster. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Back now in Baltimore as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down, Irvin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Back to throw. Brewster. Snead's good. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You'd have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Irvin. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the carry, it's Cook. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Minnesota.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll drop the throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's got it, and he'll get into the zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dylan Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
49 to Mike.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Brewster. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they shouldn't.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Got it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Ravens, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they lose their 9th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials.